So I think what's important now is like to kind of get into like who we are individually. Do you want to start us off
I know you
with a little
start.
neg? Oh,
You start. You're the one. You
okay.
go
I'm
for
the
it.
one. I'm the one. Okay. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can call me Mick. That's the nickname. That's the nickname on the podcast. That's what Neg always
True.
calls me. My name
Yeah.
is Michaela. I grew up in a small town, and I've got my mom and my dad and my younger brother. And I've always been a very creative kid. I always knew that I wanted to do something creative. I found fashion when I was 16 years old, and I knew that I wanted to do something with fashion because I feel like it like was very
Hmm.
creative, but it was very girly, and I've always been very
Yeah.
girly. Like I've always loved pink, Barbie, like anything pink and sparkly. That was like my thing. Cats are
Hmm.
always my thing. Disney is my thing. And then what's really weird, throw in the mix, is I always love listening to rap music. So people find that weird because I don't swear. I don't swear. So I don't.
She
I don't
doesn't.
repeat
She really
those.
doesn't.
No, 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 no. I won't say it. Like if you ask me to say it, I won't say it. So yeah, I don't swear. Yeah, so those are just like some quirky things about me. And like I said, I always loved fashion, and I knew I wanted to study fashion. I did like a co-op program in high school, so I worked at a fashion boutique in my hometown. The owner of the boutique was super, super enthusiastic about the industry and being a huge mentor to me. Like she really taught
Hmm.
me a lot about like social media, you know, how she was like promoting her boutique, all of the behind the
Hmm.
scenes stuff. She loved to take photos of everything. Instagram
Hmm.
was like on the rise at the time. This would have been like 2013,
Oh,
2014.
yeah.
So yeah, and she was like, she actually was the one who got me into like I do blogging, I do the whole Instagram
Hmm.
thing, whatever influencer thing. And she actually got me into that. She was like, you already take photos of your outfits, you love Instagram, why don't you start a blog? So yeah,
Hmm.
I kind of got into that, and then I knew that I wanted to study fashion. Like I knew I wanted to work in the industry somehow behind the scenes. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but I was always very like intrigued by social media and
Hmm.
creating like a brand digitally, like,
Yeah.
and conveying like, you know, message, storyline, like really nice visuals, stuff like
Hmm.
that. So social media was like my top thing. And so I ended up studying fashion marketing at Toronto Film School. And it's
Hmm.
funny because that's where I met Neg.
Yeah.
And yeah, my fashion school bestie. But it was funny. Like we'll get into it in a bit, but like I didn't end up like actually hanging out with her until like I was graduated, like until I
Oh
finished,
yeah.
which
We
is so weird
didn't.
because yeah, like we were like we were shared class. Like I think I started the program before you, and then you came in
Yeah, you did.
after,
Like
and
one
then
semester
we had
before.
yeah, so we had some classes that overlapped, and we
Yeah.
knew of each other, but we never really hung out until the end, which is a funny
Yeah.
story. But yeah, no, I studied fashion, and then I graduated, and I got a job in digital marketing, and
Yeah.
I started working full time, basically right after graduation, which is really crazy, really lucky, I'd say. But yeah, and I've been working in, you know, digital marketing for the past, I'd say like 3 almost 4 years now.
Yeah, you
So
have.
yeah, and right now I'm with a beauty brand. It's called Masquerade. It's very
Hmm.
pink and girly. It's funny because when I was in fashion school, I always said I wanted to work for a pink brand doing social media, and it's funny because that's kind of like what I'm doing. So yeah, very, very grateful for this whole like journey and everything it's taught me, and it's been a time. So yeah, I still do the blog. I have a blog called The Pink Life, and then
Hmm.
I work full time, 9 to 5
Nine to
at
five.
yeah, 9 to 5 mostly 9 to 5 at Masquerade doing their marketing and social
Hmm.
media.
I feel like this shows that it's so important to just, like what you speak end up materializing. So
Yeah,
if you speak something long enough and you obviously you've been working really hard for it, but I feel like it's also kind of like universe, God, whatever you want to call it, to put that
hmm,
on your way, because in the end
yeah,
nothing guaranteed you would like work for an entirely pink kind of like company, you know what I mean? It's
I know,
just the
right?
odds,
It's
right?
yeah, it's so weird. I remember our resumes class, like they were asking people, you know, like what do you see yourself doing after? And like I said, I wanted to work
Yeah.
for a pink brand. And it was
Yeah,
specifically for social media because that was what I decided that I really wanted to get
that
into.
you wanted to do.
Um,
Yeah.
And it's funny, and I think like what you said, like, you know, speaking things into existence, but also the believing. Like you have to
The
want it for
believing.
yourself and believe that it's possible. Because if you don't believe it's possible, it probably will never happen.
No, that's really
You
true.
know?
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like that's the part that people kind of miss out on, you know, like they
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I want to do that," right? But
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like when you really feel it and when you really feel, hey, this is something I'm totally capable of doing. This is a place I'm totally capable of going to. This is a person I'm totally capable of attracting. You know,
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
you really feel that, I feel like that's when the magic kind of like starts happening in a way, you know,
Totally.
the ways.
Totally. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that.